This is the Eufy X8 robot vacuum, and it's rumored to have maybe the most powerful suction of any robot vacuum to date. So let's put it to the test to see how much it sucks in a good way. So I've carefully selected some of the most stubborn carpet dirt and debris, which include salt, pepper, finely ground coffee, crushed breakfast cereal, cotton threads, grass, mud, human hair, dog hair, and what I think might be the most difficult to pick up, brick dust. So the Eufy X8 is primed and ready, and before we send our housework hero on this adventure, there's some things you need to know. The Eufy X8 RoboVac has twin turbines, essentially doubling its suction power. Most robot vacs have around 2,000 pascals of suction. This has 4,000. It has a mounted laser turret guidance system on its back, which allows it to scan its surroundings. It also has a large 600 milliliter dust bin and compressor technology to pack in as much dust and debris as possible. It also has its own artificial intelligence and can map multiple floors in your property, and of course you can control it with the Eufy Home app. And there is no possibility of it falling down the stairs because it does have a bunch of anti-drop sensors around its base. And on a single charge, it can systematically sweep 180 square meters of floor space before it returns to base to recharge. So now you know how good it is on paper. Let's see how good it is in real life. Let the games begin. Okay, so it's taken me absolutely ages to set this up. To check this out, this is the obstacle course. So we have a doormat with salt ingrained in it, and I've fully stepped on this and really made sure that the salt is in there. We'll come back to this and look at this at the end. Next up on the track is pepper, again fully trodden into the carpet, followed up by whole bean coffee grounds, freshly ground today, and I've even got it here in the little bar that joins the two pieces of carpet together. It'll be interesting to see if we can get that out. Then next up we've got the breakfast cereal, and it looks like it's already ruined the carpet, so if you could crush that subscribe button like I have with this cereal, I would appreciate it. Then I think this might be one of the more tricky ones because this is cotton threads, and quite often these come off clothes and kind of tie into the carpet, and it's quite hard for vacuum cleaners sometimes to get these out, so it'll be interesting to see if it can do that. Next up we have the grass, which is fully trodden into the carpet, followed by mud, and then human hair, and just over here we have dog hair, and my dog actually matches the colors of the carpet, so it's really hard to see it. But then we have what I think will be the most difficult, because I believe this is the finest dust of them all. This is brick dust from the hole that I just drilled in the wall, so hopefully it's going to be able to get that out nicely. And now is the moment of truth. So on this first pass, I hadn't even connected the app yet, and the Eufy X8 hadn't mapped the floor yet, so it was still trying to figure things out. So I've edited this part of the video down quite heavily to save you time. So after the first pass of my dust and dirt raceway on my nice cream carpets, I was getting a little bit worried, and so was the dog. But there was still hope for my carpet yet. So now it's actually mapping the floor properly, and I've just noticed there is a way to turn up the suction power to maximum. So that's what we're now going to do, and let's see if it can finish the job. So as you can see within the app, I've now got the raceway mapped out, so I can actually target specific areas, for example here where the mud is, and let's see what it can do with a little more focus. So the Eufy X8 began on another sweeping mission of the raceway, and it was doing a pretty good job, but then I discovered something that would allow me to target the exact areas I wanted to clean manually. So within the app there is manual controls, and you can control the X8 like a remote control car, which is also quite fun to do. And there's also spot cleaning functionality within the app as well, so if you don't want to stand and keep an eye on it continuously, you can just send it to a specific area. But for me, the manual controls at this point proved to be too much fun. Okay, so I want to show you guys the end results after 2 passes and then 1 targeted pass where I was manually controlling the robot. You can see all of the salt is completely gone from the doormat. If we go a foot back here, this is where the pepper was. That kind of stain there was there before, I think. I don't think that's the pepper. I'll have to get the spot washer out to sort that one out. Then this one was by far the toughest. I didn't expect the coffee grounds to be the most difficult, but you can still see there is some coffee grounds. It's done a pretty decent job. I'm gonna have to go over this manually, maybe with the spot washer as well. If we go back again, here we had the crushed cereal completely gone, and that yellow stain that I was worried about actually wasn't a stain, it was just dust from the cereal. That's gone. Where the dog is lying here is where the grass was, and I think that might be a single blade of grass still there. So it's done a pretty good job there. Then it was the mud, and that has entirely gone. So that was around here somewhere. And then over here we had the hair, made light work of the hair, made light work of the dog hair. The brick dust was a bit tougher, and actually what it was doing was flicking the dust down onto the step here. So I had to go and manually clean that step with the vacuum. So generally speaking, it's done a really good job. And if you have pets like I do, this robot vacuum is going to be perfect for you. So the answer to the question, does the Eufy X8 RoboVac suck? Yes, yes it does, in the best possible way. My experiment in this video pushed the X8 to its limits, and it delivered pretty amazing results. And realistically, I don't think your carpets will ever get quite as bad as mine did in the making of this video. But if they do, the X8 is up to the task. And in my opinion, this RoboVac is ideal for pet owners. It's also ideal for anybody who hates housework. And while you may need to use your phone to control it once in a while, if you're feeling extra lazy like I am at the end of most days, you can connect it to your smart home assistant so that when it comes to cleaning your carpets, you don't even need to lift a finger. And always remember, nobody can give you your time back. So if there's some tech out there that helps you save it, it's probably worth every penny. So if you guys want to check out the Eufy X8, there'll be affiliate links below this video. You will be supporting the channel if you use those. If you enjoyed this one, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And I will see you in the next one, so don't be late.